inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, cause real women don't bitch, no. Real women don't, 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 real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Hola, damas. Listen, I really am good, but I realize that some of these podcast episodes that I'm bringing out here to the table, some of you guys may be like, is August really okay? Because, you know, she almost on full-blown rant mode. This one will probably take less time, but ladies, come on. We got to stop being punks about how we handle our business. And I know that when I use that word and when I tell this story, if the person who's responsible for this hears this, they're going to be upset. And I know sometimes people are like, wait a minute. Is she using what just happened between me and her as a teachable moment on her podcast? And the answer is absolutely yes. And sometimes I obscure some of the facts and change some things around so that you all can't figure out who people are. And sometimes, depending on what somebody's done, I just put it out there. And somebody might be like, well, why would you put it out there? But I mean, they put it out there. It's on social media. If I'm telling you about an argument that me and a girl named Stacy had on my post, when you go on my page and let Stacy deletes her comments, you're going to see that it's me and Stacy. And so I'm pretty certain that the level of respect is there, and you all expect me to operate from a place of integrity, because otherwise I do obscure data. If I'm talking about a man, I might call it a woman. If it's a single mama, I might say she's married with children. If she got 3 kids, I might say she has 1. I may finesse some of the details to protect, you know, the people, but nevertheless, the core foundation of what I'm talking about is real. And this podcast in particular, I call it Act Like You Know Me. For real. Act like you know me. And when I say this, I know a lot of you are going to feel me. There's something about my generation. Okay. I am, 43, because the birthday just passed, feeling super duper flying sexy with my red fiery hair. If you haven't seen me yet, just go on one of my social media sites and link up with me. So your platform, so you can link up with me and see how I'm looking. But anyway, you feel me. You're going to feel what I'm talking about, because this has happened to you and you're in my generation and you're right there. You're like this hybrid generation where it was, I'm either going to embrace social media or I'm going to say, I'm not messing with it. And then life kind of happens, and then you do embrace social media, and when you realize that you can use it for business, then it's on an even higher level. But because you come from a time where you had to like sit down and really talk to somebody instead of play games on your cell phone when you went out to eat, There's something about us that we are really into connection, real connection. A lot of people are saying that they want it and they crave it, but they're still creating technological connections. We sliding up into DMs today, but we're not really saying, oh, can I slide into the coffee shop with you? Can I slide up to the movies? It's kind of like, oh my God, we got people that's romancing. People are romancing on social media, even if it's non-intimate, relationships, because we can have these coffee chats on Zoom. It helps bring the human element in. But a lot of us, we're still steering away from the human element when it matters the most. And I don't understand it. But if I could give any piece of advice, it would be like, look, when you've got something personally established with someone, keep it personal. Some of you guys, you create these bonds and then you go impersonal. I remember one of my clients, she did a live event, and all of these women came to her and were like, oh my God, I absolutely love you. I adore you. I want to connect with you. And when we did our session, I was like, okay, great. How many contacts did you get? And, it was a lot. It was a lot of people. You needed more than both of your hands to count them. I was like, yes, this is like absolutely awesome. And I was like, so what's the connection been like? Any of them join your group, sign up for one-to-one clients, because she almost had a week. And she was like, yeah, well, I sent them an email. Some of them I sent a text message. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, like, literally, y'all got to watch me, because my clients, I'm just real with them. And she's like, what? I said, why you ain't call anybody? And I remember her sitting there looking like, she for that moment, she was like, well, why didn't I? Because the thing that we're used to doing is we're used to getting a name and an email address and a number and throwing somebody in some damn email funnel. And I'm like, excuse me, they bonded with you. They connected with you. You've been all up in their face. And now you going to just send them a text message? No, you get on the phone. They waiting on you. They want you to call them. They trust you. The only thing that's more personal than being on a video is being live and in person with somebody. And you guys, that some of y'all might have been like, duh, but you do it. You do it. You go to these networking events, and the first thing you do when you come back is you want to send an email. Why? Because somebody's like, that's what you should do. It. Hey, it was so nice to meet you at such and such event. And by the way, I love the conversation about your poodle. Signed, August. Nah, dog. Pick up the phone and be like, girl, look, I want to make sure we don't forget each other. No, but you can't forget the side shade chick, and I ain't gonna forget you and all in that funky short style with that wraparound skirt, that conversation we had, oh Lord, about the funny people because we were people watching together, whatever. Something personal, something fun, and quit taking that away. And I had a wonderful conversation, connected with the sister. Ice was broken with her, and I was like, yeah, I'm digging her persona. I remember like a week after we had a really huge connection with each other, she was like, hey, I want to send you an invitation or something. Give me your address. So, I gave her the P.O. box, and then I get this thing that's like really awesome. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to do this thing, and we're going to have fun. It's basically going to be like, the girls getaway. And then it says on the back, of the invitation, we not only are we going to have fun and do all of these things and party, we're going to mastermind with each other. And I'm sitting there looking at the invitation, and because of the transition on the back, which was also smooth, I got to realize I do this for a living too. I said, now this person is a fellow coach. So I'm sure you're making an offer at the end of this. That's why you're masterminding at some point. That's why there's a professional element. And I could be wrong, but the point is you ain't saying shit to me, and it's not my responsibility to figure out whatever it is you wanted me to figure out. My default is going to think, oh, so she's invited me to something so that she can upsell me to her program. So on one hand, she respects me like a boss, but on the other hand, maybe she doesn't. Or maybe she does respect me like a boss, but she sees that there's a deficit of something in my business that she thinks that she can help me with, but I don't know what the hell she's doing, so I'm just gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna put it in the trash. I don't want it. Why would I? Ladies, y'all gotta stop doing that. Why y'all keep taking the punk method out? And I ain't gonna lie, this woman, she, in my opinion, I'm looking at you a boss. My expectation is that you literally were going to reach out to me. Say, hey, August, how you doing? It's your girl. And look, I think you a boss in business, but I noticed something and I wanted to talk to you about it to see if you were interested in allowing me to help you out. Because it looks like, and maybe I'm wrong, you can talk to me, tell me if it's there, just have a low key laid back conversation. Or better yet, just, say that you don't even know whether or not I need your services, but you realize that we vibe and we mesh really good together. So you want to tell me about the event, and maybe you aren't going to upsell me, but you just want to let me know. But just say something, because when people think they don't buy, when people are trying to figure out stuff, they don't buy from you. They don't say yes to you. But I was put off. I'm like, why wouldn't you just call me? Why wouldn't you talk to me when we were having our girlfriend moment, talking about everything else under the sun? Why didn't you say that? Don't take a personal relationship with me and then murky it up by, going technological on me, because you created a disconnect. Now, that's just me. Everybody else may not feel that way, but I know a lot of you feel me. But my question is are you doing that to other people? Because all I'm sitting here and thinking to myself is act like you know me. And because I speak up so openly about the industry and how things are tacky and people aren't, being genuine and there are real connections, I ain't trying to be funny. People need to talk to me. I reach out to people all the time and I have conversations with folks. Even if I'm not going to go in for a hard sale, if I respect you and I like you, I'm just going to connect with you, period. And then that conversation can turn into whatever kind of conversation after that. If it goes from connection to a sales conversation, then that's just what it is. But if it's just a connection call and some beautiful women get together and have a great conversation, then it's that too. But don't make the personal impersonal. Don't take a verbal, physical connection and then turn it into a technological one. Because I promise you, a lot of you are sabotaging your growth by doing that. And therefore, for the rest of you, if you ever want to solicit me with an offer, as you can see, kind of like this in the MLM sabotage episode, act like you know me. Act like you know the people that you're reaching out to. And if you're too uncomfortable to do that, then you can't act like you know nobody. Get to know somebody. Okay, that's what we do. This is how we do it. So some of you, that's an issue with sales. Your sales conversation, you're afraid of it, and so you're trying to find a way to let technology work for you. Yeah, technology can work for you, but you need to know how and when to get up there and to work stuff out for yourself. The Close the Sales Club is still open. You guys want to get a taste of me first, then go to the website, log in, and check out that sales webinar so that I can show you how to do what I'm talking about. Because a lot of you are like, this thing ain't working. I can't close any sales, but you don't even understand how to truly engage the person that you want to work with. So head on over to augustcrenshaw.com, get your free gift, get the webinar so you can start creating a connection to cause clients to cash out. Okay, I'm outie. Deuces.
Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomen.bitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in